That old fool's got nothing in his head but business and money, spends all day scheming how to make his next million. Never even crosses his mind that his own house is on fire, and he's already got horns growing out of his head. Mary swatted his arm, barely a tap. That mouth of yours. My mouth? Dean laughed, his hand sliding higher, fingers slipping under her skirt. I can say worse. Wanna hear? Last night someone was whispering in my ear. Shut up. Mary clamped her hand over his mouth, face burning red now, but her eyes were dark and inviting. The light turned red. The car stopped. Dean caught her wrist, brought it to his lips, and kissed her palm. Then he kissed her. Not a quick peck. It was deep, lingering, hungry. Mary pushed against his shoulder, but barely. Within seconds, she melted into him, arms around his neck, kissing him back just as hard. I watched, face blank, pulse steady. A horn blared from behind. The light had turned green. Dean finally pulled back, tongue dragging slowly across his lower lip. He shifted into drive. Mary sank against the headrest, fingers running through her messed up hair, smoothing her blouse. Her chest rose and fell in shallow breaths, cheeks still flushed. Hotels booked? Her voice was a little breathless. Same place as always. Dean kept his eyes on the road, but I could hear the smirk in his voice. The suite with the floor-to-ceiling windows. Riverview. You like that one, right? A low hum. Her hand drifted back to his thigh, nails tracing lazy circles. And my bonus? You know how much work it took to cook those books? $1 million plus a car. I almost didn't get it past those old fogies on the board. My Mary. Always so capable. Dean reached over and pinched her cheek, his gaze heavy with want and smug satisfaction. Don't worry. I'll make it up to you tonight. The car glided through downtown and pulled into a 5-star hotel. I didn't watch the rest. I closed the feed. 7 days later. The annual company gala. The ballroom was blazing, crystal chandeliers throwing light everywhere, champagne glasses clinking non-stop. I stood by the head table, making small talk with the board members, but my eyes kept drifting toward the entrance. Mary and Dean were the last to show up. They walked in side by side. Mary wore a wine-red gown that showed off her shoulders, makeup perfect, but there was still a flush on her cheeks, a dead giveaway of whatever had made them late. Dean walked half a step behind her in a midnight blue velvet suit. The cockiness of youth radiated off him, completely unfiltered. I watched from across the room, let out a quiet breath through my nose, almost a laugh. I raised my glass, took a slow sip, and said nothing. Chairman Dickerson, Drew Finch, appeared at my side, tapping his glass to mine with a friendly smile. The company's numbers look great this year. You should be happy. I should be. I smiled back and drained my glass in one go. 3 rounds of drinks later, the energy in the room was at a peak. The MC took the stage, voice booming as he announced the main event, the year-end bonus presentation. Cheers and applause exploded from the crowd. Every eye locked on the stage. I straightened my lapels and walked up the steps. Taking the mic, I let my gaze sweep across the sea of faces, everyone practically buzzing with excitement. Mary sat at the head table, looking elegant and composed. Only the slight tension in her hands gave anything away. Dean was in the seat next to her, back ramrod straight, a little smile playing at the corner of his mouth. His eyes had the certainty of a man who already knew he'd won. First, I said, my voice carrying through the speakers, I want to thank all of you for your hard work this past year. Thunderous applause. I worked through the list, calling names one by one. Each winner bounded up to the stage, beaming, grabbing their envelope with a big thank you. The amounts varied, tens of thousands here, a couple 100,000 there, but everyone wore the same happy grin. Dean watched with half-closed eyes. When some mid-level manager picked up his $200,000 bonus.
For more exciting, please open my homepage link and unlock it according to the prompt above at the end of the video. I will update better novels every day.